Welcome to another Coding Tut video tutorial. Today we'll cover elements to define format text on your web page. Last time we covered the P element, the BR element, and the quotation, block quotation. Today we'll cover other elements. I will go fast because we don't have a lot of time. And I just want to say that it's very important to very well format your content, your text on your web page for people that are blind because they use often special software that understand those elements that you're seeing here. And it's important not to forget that Google is one of the biggest, it's blind also. I mean, it uses those elements to understand what the content is all about on your web page. It makes your content more semantic. So let's start by headings. The first one is H1. In the older version of HTML, it is recommended to only use H1 once. In the new version, HTML5, and that's the version that we're using right here, you can use H1 as many times as you want. Then you have H2, and it goes all the way to H6. That's the last one. By default, they already have a style attached to them. So H1 is bigger than H2 and H2 is bigger than H6. But you can always change that with CSS. All those elements obviously have their own default styles. But don't worry, even the P element, none of those styles are set in stone. You can easily change them with CSS. Now, the ABBR element is the abbreviation element to indicate an abbreviation. The older version of HTML, you used to have acronym element. I'm not showing this on this video tutorial because the acronym element was removed from HTML5. You can use ABBR for acronym. The other element is cite. Cite marks a reference to another source or a short quotation. Or you can use this element that I showed you before. You always have block quotation. Block quotation is for bigger extract from text or yeah, basically. This is for small quotation, or those two elements are for smaller quotation. Code. This is when you want to put some code of HTML or what else could you put in there? CSS, HTML. You just want to define to the browser or even to Google or the blind person that what's inside there is code. We'll cover this element later on, obviously. DFN is highlights the definition or define a term. The other element, EM, is provides a general emphasis. So if you want to emphasize something, you can use that element. KBD element identifies text a user will enter. KBD is short for keyboard. So if you want to write a shortcut for a keyboard, for example, Control, Alt, Delete. That's where you would write this. SEMP describes a simple text or code typically output from a program. Strong is to provide a stronger general emphasis so basically emphasize content, just like the EM version. var element suggests a word phrase that is variable and shall be replaced with a specific value. B element is to make content bold. Strong, we covered it already. E for italic, and delete is when you want to put you want to remove content, you want to define a content and say to the browser, Google, or that this content has been removed. Normally you would use strike element or the S element to put a line in between it, but now you can use del. If it doesn't put a line through the content, just use CSS for that. Thank you very much for watching my video tutorial, and next time we'll cover other elements.